When you hear that devil start talking to you, asking who do you think you are, tell him I'm just a nobody, trying to tell everybody all about somebody who saved my soul. We got some of these pink Belgians that are blushing, and we're gonna go ahead and peel them. Well, hard to do one here. I'm about to destroy that branch. Sorry, ain't got no more tomatoes on it anyway. Let's grab the scissors. Forgot my snips. Tough skin on these things, boy. Stick thought. That's the second one. Third one. And we got one more. Oh yeah. And we still got a few. And they're still setting some. We still got a couple, about another month. So maybe we'll get some more. Still got a lot of blooms on them. Got garlic down here too, but in this pot. Looking pretty good. Oh, let's weigh these in. See what we get. That one was 8 ounces. 12 ounces, 12 and a half ounces. Pound and a half. And the last one. That's a pound and a half right there. Yeah, pound and a half. Yeah, so I guess that brings the total up to what? 4.6. More tomatoes to come from the Garden Challenge tomato. Might as well just walk around and show you the rest of the garden. Oh, I got y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like the content, please feel free to like and subscribe. Still got a lot of tomatoes sitting. These are blushing. I'll wait till tomorrow and get those. Ain't really been having too much damage from birds. That'll be the only reason why we'll cover these. Hornworm, different story. We've been having a lot of problems with hornworm. Look at the shape of that tomato. This one too, same way. Like teardrops. Blushing pink, pink Belgian. Peppers is really setting a lot of peppers, but it's starting to cool off here, so it's blueberries putting on a lot of new growth. Still got basil. So I need to dry. Cabbage is taking a beat. I need to get them covered. But every time I cover, I think I got all the pests killed off them and covering. Notice they start getting eat again. And I look, I didn't get them all. So yeah. So I'll wait. Green beans is coming in nicely. Not quite ready, but just about. Got some niceness on there. Some niceness. Sweet potatoes look like they're peaking, so they probably ready, but I'm trying to wait. Let some leaves die back some. Yeah, we got a few taters down there. This melon, I think it's tendrils dead, dried. Oh, it's probably about as big as it's gonna get. That's bad. Oh yeah. Once it got hot here, it didn't stay hot long. So my melons didn't really do all that hot. These are looking excellent. I'm gonna put it on some little figlets. That pomegranate cutting I got from my brother. You see what that? That's that little Desert King. I put it in the ground maybe a month ago. That Panache Tiger though, she is a fast grower. Yes, she is. Yes, she will. She's a fast grower. Looking good too. You know, you got a baby. Some dwarf Cavendish. Starting to look like a nursery around here. I was hoping I was gonna get one more pumpkin. Look. That ain't gonna work. That's yellow, so it's gonna die. Golly Kumquat is just going berserk. She's setting fruit like crazy. Strawberry's still putting out a lot of runners. That bed is more than tripled what it was in the spring. Still getting some cherry tomatoes. Look at them leaf minor. Look at them. Look at them. Get off my tomato. I have to come out here and spray that with some soapy water. Some of these melons finally starting to come in, but it's not getting enough heat. Enough heat. Few collards, still getting a few okra. Pulled most of the okra up. I don't know if it'll make it or not, that little melon. That one ain't gonna make it. Look, it rotted already. Oh well. Got a few little black diamonds, but hoping to get some big ones for that watermelon wars, but I don't look like I'm gonna make it. Don't look like I'm gonna make it. The biggest one I got so far was a little 10-pounder. So I ain't even weighed it in. Sad. Maybe next year. Yeah, beans is everywhere. I was hoping to get a lot of green beans. Hoping to get a lot. You see, they flowering like crazy. And I didn't even put that many plants here. I think I put 7 here, 7 plants. That's a lot of beans. A lot of beans. Still got some sugarcane jujubes, all these bananas. One cantaloupe. Finna pull that up because I don't see nothing. Well, I see a couple female flowers just popped on it, but I think it ain't gonna have enough time to finish ripening before we get snapped with that cold. Something is tearing my white guava up. Something is in love with this white guava leaf. Look at that. The bites on it made me think it's a grasshopper. Yeah, it looks like a grasshopper. It's in love with my guava. They're growing like crazy. Just imagine these things die back during the winter. So, you know, I try to do my little experiment, put them in the ground, and man, them things 5 foot easily. And they grow fast. The root balls on guavas grow fast. I can about guarantee you, and I just transplanted in them pots about 2 months ago. I can almost guarantee you if I pull them up and repot them, they almost root bound. Dill's still looking all right. The feed cutting look all right. Apples putting on new growth. Pomegranate is looking lovely. Oh, the Sharon is looking lovely. Yes, a lot of lemon balm, setting seeds for flowering. Seeds will be coming shortly. Yeah, this is all seeds here. All seeds. Look at this weird thing. It's Granny Smith Alpha's flowering again. Put 2 sugar cane jujubes in the ground right there. Most of this stuff over here has got to be cleaned up. The rosemary right there, got to clean all that dead off of it. A lot of stuff over here. Dropping leaves because the fall is coming. It's coming. Chives I got to get cleaned up. Look at all that Bermuda grass off of my chives. I'll be ashamed of myself. Same way up here. Chives and Bermuda grass are just taking over. Bermuda grass sucks. I hate Bermuda grass. Hey. That's my little blackberry. Putting on a lot of new growth. Some chocolate mint. Looking pretty good. Waiting on all the leaves to fall off of my fruit trees and this area over here, so I can put my vision, get my vision going. I'm gonna redo this whole. Well, I wish I could have wood chips, but I don't have wood chips. I know I'm not gonna go out and purchase wood chips, but I'm planning on doing that grapevine here, and it's another one here and here. Them 3 I'm taking out, and I'm moving them up there. I got a bush apricot there, that's been moved. I got a 5-in-1 plum there, I'm moving that. I'm splitting up some of these cannas, these dwarf cannas. All these roses, bushes up here, we're moving those out. Yeah, making room for more. Always trying to create and transform and start new visions. A lot of these strawberries gonna have to be thinned out. I don't know if I'll spread them all out through here or what. She wants twice the many strawberries that we've been getting, and we've been getting a lot. So, but she loves her strawberry. That King Cherry still flowering. Still flowering. Putting on new growth. See, look, it's crazy. They dropped all their growth about 2 months ago. Now they putting on a lot of new growth. And I do gotta say them June bugs was tearing them up too. And they still putting on a lot of new growth. Look at this. I'm telling the new growth from the old growth. New growth is kind of white still. Carlos muscadine is fully bounced back, looking pretty good. In need of a good pruning, just like all of my vines. Niagara grapes got to be pruned. There's a cutting of a Niagara grape that I took a couple years. Well, I didn't even take a cutting. I just trimmed it off, and it fell on the ground. I put wood chips over top of it, and it rooted. So it came up and it produced grapes for me this year. Looked pretty good too. So I'm gonna move that cutting down there to over here where my other grapevine is that I'm moving, and I'm gonna move this new blue Concord grape down there. Yeah, get all these vines pruned up. Gotta get in here and get all of these weeds out. Yeah, with the grapevines putting on a lot of new growth. Which I'm gonna prune them back, so yeah, it really don't matter. You can't let grapes just stay like they are, because they'll take over, and I don't have that much space, and I got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grapevines in that tiny space. So yep, do what you got to do to grow. Still waiting on my Italian honey to finish ripening. Yeah, and this Texas Everbearing is starting to put off figs. And they probably ain't gonna have enough time to ripen. But she's starting to put off some figs. Hard to get in here. This thing is so full and lush. Yeah. I bet you next year, this Italian honey, this Texas Everbearing, and this Violet, you know, you always stay on my mind, girl. Yes, you do. This Violet de Bordeaux, it's gonna show out because they hadn't been moved. They're not gonna be moved. I'm gonna cover them, and it'll be their third season in the ground. Usually the third season in the ground, oh, it's on and popping for them figs. You're gonna get them. They grow, even if they die back to the ground, they're gonna grow twice as fast as they usually do, and they're gonna produce a lot. Well, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm hoping anyway. This Blue Donaldson plum is looking excellent now. Finally, was looking kind of ragged. Fred Haven peach is growing like crazy. Growing like crazy. Considered it was a little stick when I first got it. It's starting to drop some of its leaves. In need of a good pruning. You can see that. Some inside branches going like that. It's got to come out. That right there, that's coming out. Anything that grows inward, got to come out. You want to keep your stone fruit with that open center. Alberta, she is very in need of a pruning. So is Bella Georgia. As you can see, the leaves are starting to change colors on her and fall off. Maybe I'll get some fruit next year. Maybe. Fingers crossed. Mussel acuminatus is looking great. Dwarf Cavendish is looking great. These Mahemits right here, these Carolina Kings, is growing out the box. Shout out to growing out the box. They're growing like crazy. I say they're about 10 foot now. A lot of pups still I gotta move. Actually, I need to move that one, these little ones, and these whole 4 right here. Yeah. Been slipping this year. They've been growing fast on me. Growing fast. Volunteer cucumber. Trying to put off some cukes now. That's my yellow guava. That's a fig cutting. It's pineapple guava. That's my little Mekong King Goldfinger. Passed away. Did not make it. Did not make it. Raspberry patch is looking terrible. I'm gonna move this whole patch. I'm digging every single plant up this fall, and I'm transplanting them to another spot. I hadn't took care of them. They've been growing like crazy. It just, it's hard to get to now. Yeah. Bananas growing on the side of the house. Yeah, that's what's going on here. Thank y'all for tuning in once again. It's Odom Homestead down here in Growing Zone 7A. Y'all stay blessed. Growing's my passion.